Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new video from RADEON. Today I'm going to show you the best to buy pre-sale top 5 AMD mining cards for the RX 400 and 500 series. So these cards are currently available on Amazon, so I needed to benchmark these cards because they are currently in pre-order so we can see which one scores the best. But I needed a really long formula to calculate all of this, so I wanted to make one final score to see which card was the best. So we needed to take the price, the wattage, the hash rate, we needed to combine them from both coins, then add the price to this calculation and then combine them into one final score. So this is just absolutely crazy how much calculation was going into this for 16 cards. So finally I came up with 5 cards with the highest score, and all the other scores will be posted on bird1.com later on. And for now you only have to watch the video. So the first card is the Red Devil RX 480 4GB. It landed on the 5th spot with a really nice score of 1009. On number 4 we have the MSI Armor RX 570 4GB. This card came up with a really nice 1004 score, so it just barely beated the Red Devil. So this card uses a little bit more power, but it was pretty more efficient at ZCash, so that's why it scored a little bit higher. But of course I will put every link in the description below for the Amazon links. But let's continue on with the next card. So the next card is on number 3. It's the Sapphire Nitro Plus RADEON RX 470 4GB. This card is my favorite card. It just does so good at mining. This card is pretty cheap and it comes at a really nice 29 plus megahashes per second for Ethereum, and it has a really nice 950 score. So even though this card is on number 3, I would prefer buying this card because it has dual BIOS and it scores really high on Ethereum mining. So this card is pretty nice and it's really my favorite. On number 2 we have the MSI RADEON RX 470 4GB. This card comes up with a really nice 941 score, and that is because this card is mostly one of the cheapest cards you can buy. So finally on number 1 we have the MSI Armor RX 470 4GB. This card comes at a really cheap price, so that made this score to a whopping 899. So that's one of the cheapest cards you can get for Ethereum mining, and they are really good for pre-ordering. But you probably think, why do you have 4GB cards only in this video? Well, if you find an 8GB version of any of these cards, they're gonna do about 1 or 0.5 megahashes per second faster than the 4GB version. They're also gonna be easier to sell, but if the price is too much difference, I would recommend buying the 4GB version over the 8GB version. Also, the most cards that we are using are already sold out or not really made anymore. So if you still see the RX 480s around here, you can still buy those cards. But I gave you the calculation for the score, so you just have to fill in everything on your own prices and whatsoever and just see it for yourself. I can even make a special video about it on how to calculate the scores of your cards, so you can do it yourself. So just let me know in the comments when you do so. But if you buy these cards with the Amazon links below, you're supporting the channel all the way, so hopefully you're gonna do that. But hopefully you all enjoyed this video, and it took me a really long time to make this, so please subscribe. See you guys in the next one.